Good afternoon, my dearest Hamsafar Walo. It is that I have maintained a certain amount of silence for the past month was because I was trying to ascertain what are the difficulties that our children with Down syndrome might undergo with the aging process. So, what I have noticed in Bubbly is that yes, there is a certain amount of slowing down, but more than that, there are some uh, differing patterns of in their health and their way of living. What I actually observed and I want to bring to attention is that this might not happen to any of your children, but it's better that we are aware because we never know when we might not be aware of something that our children are going through. So the first thing that really happened was that Bubbly has started losing her teeth, and it's very surprising that the teeth she's actually losing now are her baby teeth. So I suddenly realized that she never dropped her baby tooth, and so the first teeth that she had were not really pulled out at that. I mean, maybe because it was years ago, and then she lost about four of them, all on the upper part of the mouth, and that was one of the processes of aging. The other thing that happened was that we were told that she might not be able to eat hard foods. And when I did ask for a replacement of the teeth, they said it was not possible because the bone itself is not strong enough for it to hold the tooth. So now what we are actually doing is to take Bubbly and trying to give her a lot of soft foods. It's surprising that I feel that instead of being 42, she is now bordering on something much more for us to be addressing issues like soft foods, easy chewable foods, easy swallowable foods so that she doesn't choke. More importantly, she started having some type of delusions, and we could not understand how she could be because all my life I've read about dementia, read about Alzheimer's, I've read about different mental health issues, but I never realized that she was also having delusions. And what was these about was petrifying. She would, as she started losing track of days and nights, and started asking food earlier. She would get up at 3 o'clock in the night and say, "Can I go for a drive?" And it sort of started becoming unnerving. We are also aware that Bubbly using the CPAP machine because the oxygen supply was not enough for her through the night, and she was getting up. There was blockages for about 20 times in the night. So it was like all the sleep tests had proved that Bubbly might need the sleep app machine, which she took a long time, maybe a month, to adjust to it. And now she is definitely there and she's able to handle it. But my friends, what is frightening is that even the doctors are not really aware of the parameters that we have to assess for the aging process. So suddenly it, my group of doctors pinpointed only one thing. They said this could be one because of the COVID, so they could be accelerated aging, bone density going down, etc., etc. But they also said that the sodium levels had to be checked. Now, checking the sodium levels along with the B12, along with the other infectious rates, we found out that her sodium was low, really low, and her vitamin B12 was soaring high. So, I mean, as an average layperson, I would never even think that it could border on sodium. And sodium, my friends, is so important for the body because if you have very low levels of sodium, they can suddenly start, having all types of delusions. They could also go into having epilepsy. So I think we have to be very aware of what can happen as they age. And yes, because she has multiple other issues of vision, and one thing that is sharp and sharp as hell is her hearing. So uh, I think we live on the plus points of our children, and the fact that she still wanted to get onto the stage in spite of the ligament tear, and she wanted to just be there for that moment. And I think they enjoyed that momentary clamor and the adoration of the public. So, yes, I'm just telling you all this because I've been wanting to talk to all of you, and it sometimes takes its toll on us. But I want to tell you another thing, it's us. We also have to remain healthy. We have to do our routine tests. We have to remain on top of the situation. We should never give up. We should never think that it's a helpless situation, that I have what have I done, that my child is in this. One beautiful thing about them, they never tell you that they are unhappy or suffering. So it's the whole concept of persons with Down syndrome suffering is rubbish. They never tell you that they are feeling unhappy. They just say only one thing, Mom, I love you. So, with the number of blood tests and the number of pricks that she's had, I think I just marvel at the creation. And I'm so blessed to be her mother. God bless you all. Any questions, please call, please ask. It's been quite an experience, but I've come through it, and we're still doing all the testing so that I can keep you all appraised of what you can expect and how you can, sort of assess the situation so that you don't get into or press the panic button. God bless you all. I love you very much.